Hello, everyone. My name is Slappy Burger, and welcome back to my journey through Minecraft. Part 8 of season 2, I believe. Season 2. Season 2 it's moving a lot slower than the first season, guys, for being so for real here. But we are over where we have, what is it? We kind of, just left everything back at the main base and have run out into the wilderness and have started working on this sort of area over here that we're going to be recreating our my first base ever in Minecraft, which if you did miss the last part, I kind of mentioned I don't actually have the world with my first base on it anymore. Mostly because well, for a multitude of reasons. For one, the computer that had that world on it is long gone, and also there was probably a very good chance that I ended up deleting that world at some point, just because I would inevitably die somehow. Even though I played on peaceful mode, I would inevitably die or get lost. And instead of, going back to all the work that I did, I would just delete the world and start a new one, because I don't know, I guess I was just really evil like that. But we are back playing this game again, and we will be, for certain, completing our house today. And I don't really know I don't really know where to start. I guess really, we just started collecting wood and stuff. I think really it's probably just gonna be getting things set up to build, right? Is pretty much what we're going to be doing today. This house is going to come down. I don't see much point in having this one. This farm is going to stay up, but the house is going to come down because we need a bigger one. And honestly, we might just kind of dig out some of this dirt around here, and then that's going to be where the house goes. So I guess maybe I'll start doing that. But actually, thinking about it, we need sheep. So maybe the first thing we'll do is we'll actually make like a sheep pen, and maybe make other animal pens as well. Just kind of to have a more, I guess, staple supply of food. And maybe we can put the animal pens just kind of over here behind the sheep farm. I think that, or the wheat farm. I think that's what we'll do next. So I'm gonna cut it for a little bit, get some resources, and we will build that stuff. It's kind of my fault, but I really did kind of pick a place that is pretty sparse on trees. And I mean, I don't really, honestly, these guys do drop a lot of wood, so I probably should just cut them down, but I really hate cutting these trees down. For one, they're really big and awesome and look swag and cool, but on the other hand, I always miss one section of the tree somewhere, and then I have to, pillar back up, break a bunch of leaves, and then break the whole tree again, which I really don't want to do, but we need wood, so, we're just gonna have to get over it. And that's an apple. That's cool. Finally have apples dropping from trees, which will be very important for a future episode. Maybe I'm just extremely lucky, or these are a lot more common than I remember them being, because I got 3 apples from this one tree, which I could have sworn these things had like a much lower chance of dropping than that. Like, I thought it was like 1 in like thousands of these things dropping, but I just got 3 from, I don't know, who knows. Still need to get with the times with these older versions, but let's I guess we'll build our little sheep pen. And is this the version where they still, okay, they still do have this recipe. I'm trying to remember, at some point the recipe changes into, this, but I just don't know when it is. So one of these days. But I do know that the fence gate is in the game, so make a couple of those actually. And oh, I'm doing it wrong. Come on. There we go. And we're gonna need a lot of fence posts, because I also want to build one for, well, let's get all 4 of the animals: pigs, chickens, cows, and sheep. A little over stack and a half plus 4 fence gates should be enough. I don't know, actually, I think I don't want to build it right here, but I think what I'll do is, actually, I think I'll build it up here, and then we'll do a sort of like 4 corners thing. So like how do I want to do this? So like maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll do like a 7x7 area for each of these pins. And then just have 4 of them right here. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we just complete it the whole way around. Just like that. And then we could put the, we'll put the gates for them right here. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Okay, and then I think we can also just put some torches down on each of the corners here. Just so it stays nice and lit up and I don't have to worry about monsters spawning in these enclosures or anything. And also just around it in general. This one is kind of close to the fence here. Oh, hello, cave. I don't think that's a very big cave, but there is a cave right here. Cool. It is kind of funny. I ran for a very long time to find this area, and it turns out I had already been here. And not only had I already been here, but I had also been mining underneath, which is, you know, that's just perfect. But we have our pins now, and because we have 9 eggs, let's just go ahead and... Did that just do the 4 chickens? Let's go. Oh my god. All right. No one would have believed me if I didn't record it. That is awesome. Yep. All right. Well, there's already our chicken farm side of things already squared away. And we have plenty of pigs running around. So let's get some pigs. Of course, pre-lead era Minecraft. So this is going to take, you know, a lot longer than just leading them. We have to use the wheat, and you know, wheat is definitely terrible. And also, wheat was used for breeding for all animals, not you though. I already got 4 of you. So let's get 4 sheep. Let's try and see if we can't get 4 of each. I think that would give us a good kind of start for our what we're trying to do here. So we got 4 pigs, and I think we'll put the pigs across from the chickens. Right, come on, let's go. See what I mean? This is wonderful AI too. The good news is though, is they seem to have mostly, by the time of this at least, they have mostly fixed the problems that come from trying to breed the animals and them just like chasing after animals and just all that nonsense that was happening all the time. Gonna get in? Come on, let's go. Just you. It's just you now. Come on, dude. Come on, big man. All right. Definitely haven't fixed everything, that's for sure. But, oh my god, you're right there. Please. Thank you. Close you. Go ahead and breed both, all of you. And... okay, good. That gives us 6 of those. And those will be ready to eat eventually. And we got 4 chicks, and now we just need cows and sheep. Probably also be good to kind of keep on top of harvesting this. That didn't drop any seeds. Kind of annoying. Not a very big farm, but for how much we're going to be doing over here, I don't really see the size of the farm being too big of an issue. Now we just need to find our cows and sheep. And our sheep we're going to be breeding quite a bit because we do actually have quite a bit of use for them, at least for building the house that we're planning on building. So I guess we'll be on the lookout for those. Oh, actually, the skeleton will be important. Give me bones, please. That's all I ask is for bones. Well, that's not very useful. All right, well, let's go find our cows. Or sheep, whichever comes first. I think since we have our caged animals now, I think we're going to kind of go on a killing spree of a lot of other animals that are just kind of running around out here because the food will be nice. So, and because we have a farm of them, not really much point in having a bunch of these guys running around now, is there? Now I don't feel like I'm going to starve to death because I forgot to breed animals. Oh man, there's a lot of sheep over here. Holy, okay. Well, I really only need 4 of these guys as well. But actually, I think I'm gonna be taking all of these. We'll take all the sheep, actually. Give me all the sheep. Oh, there's a swamp over here. And there's oh wait, I think maybe we did. I think we already saw that. Not you. Hey. Hey, you coming with me? Thank you. Sheep. Nope, no chickens. No chickens. Get out of here. Okay. Let's get these sheep back. All of these sheep will be important. I kind of want one of like every color that we can, at least every color we can get. We need lime wool first. It's going to be the most important, at least for now. But lime wool and black, which black isn't too hard to get, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see, was there any more over here somewhere? Nope. Is this all of you guys? There's one right there. All of you are coming with me. You guys come back over here right now. Thank you. Oh, leading sheep and just leading animals in general with wheat, dude. My God. I do not miss doing this. Where are you going? Jeez. Is the line getting too big to where, like, if I walk more than 5 feet, it's just gonna, people are just gonna get distracted? See, little things like that. That's where we lose them, is little things like that. You know what? We'll get the stragglers here in a second. We got our sheep, and we kind of need to keep track of them because we have quite a few of them. Just don't know. All right, first of all, let's get them all in here. Dark gray's in. Wanna come on? Wanna okay. All right, here we go again. Beefing with sheep, part 2. Let's go. All right, there's too many of you. There's too many of it. Now there's one behind me. All right, get in. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. All right, there's 2 white sheep. Okay. Now we got 2 gray sheep coming around the bend here. Got, yeah. Yep, you're almost there. All right. You guys seriously got to figure this out. That's 1 gray sheep. And, all right. Come on. 1 additional white sheep. Now let's, nope, we're not doing that. And then, pull the wheat back out now that you're here. Get you in. Beautiful. You know, I might be able to get this other sheep in a different way. You know, we're just going to put a block right here. And you are going to come with me. Right over here. Right? And then we're just going to nudge you in. There we go. All right. No more problems with that. And it looks like they can eat the grass through the snow, which is very good. Okay, let's see. So we have 4 white, 2 gray, 1 dark gray. We'll keep the dark gray. 1 of the normal grays will go away. 1 of the whites will stick around. Let's start working on dyes. And we have plenty of flowers to work with here. So let's just start with the basics. Give me a yellow. And we'll make you yellow. And then I need a rose, which is one right here. Make this one of these gray ones red. And okay, now we just need to, oh, and we can make an orange one too. Just realized. Okay, and that white one will be orange, which looks almost the exact same as the yellow. It's kind of crazy. Okay, well, there's that. We need bone meal before we can make lime green, which is, like I said, the most important one, but kind of stay on top of harvesting this stuff as well. If we're lucky, maybe we'll find a mine shaft, but I wouldn't be surprised if me coming over here was also me searching for a mine shaft to look for watermelons. So we might not find a mine shaft, but I'm going to work on the dyes for now. We need a dark green sheep as well. So, okay, let's, I'm going to keep working on some of the dyes here. And then also kind of while stuff is smelting, I think I'll go look for I'll go look for cows as well. So I'm going to be gone for just a little bit, but we're mostly just going to be working on dyes and things like that. So nothing too crazy that you're going to be missing. And the hardest part genuinely is probably just going to be getting the blue from lapis. That's probably going to be the hardest thing to get. Which, okay, there's lava under here somewhere, so be careful around that. Yeah, black won't be too hard to get from the squids. Brown is also probably going to be a bit of a pain to get, at least until cocoa beans don't start growing on trees, which is what, like 1.4? When that starts happening, you can start growing cocoa beans. I don't know. Cocoa beans are like a commodity in these early versions. So, you know, I just realized we also haven't found a village yet. That's actually kind of surprising. And I also need to go back before I get killed by mobs, but we haven't found a village yet. Wow. We might have to do that. There's not really much point in villagers quite yet, but I would like a village. I feel like finding a village would be really cool. Oh my God. There's a jungle. Holy crap. That's amazing. And there's cows. Oh, the double whammy of finds right here. That is amazing. We now have a jungle. That's huge, actually. Now this will be a jungle that should not spawn with cocoa beans in it. Should not spawn with cocoa beans yet, but this was the version that jungles were added, was 1.2. I don't know which parts. I think it may have just been 1.2 as a whole that added jungles, but that's really cool that jungles are in the game now too. It's been a long time since I've seen a jungle, it feels like. Man. It's a really tiny jungle too. Holy. Yeah, there's really not much going on. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll find ocelots in here at some point, but I have to do a lot of killing mobs to get ocelots to spawn in here. That's pretty cool. There's a very tiny little jungle right here. I believe these were and still are one of the rarest biomes in the game. Obviously, I know, you know, Mushroom Islands are like the rarest, but these are also pretty rare, at least in modern versions. I'm not sure about... I feel like they were a lot more common in the past than compared to how much they are now, but I don't know. There were also only like 3 biomes back then, you know, so it's kind of another thing. Also, I need you. You squid. Come here. Eat those ink sacks. All right, now we get to go through the hassle of bringing these cows back to the base. And I would bring that brown sheep back, but I'm not dealing with that. So, okay, let's get right on this. And of course, all these other mobs are going to want to get involved. Not you. Get out of here. Yeah, look, you're running back towards me, so it's your doing. Okay, 3 cows is good enough. I don't need any more. Holy chickens. Why are there so many chickens? Oh my God, go away. Oh my God, I see you in there. Get out of here. You're not running to the cactus either. It'll slow down things a lot. All right, do not push each other into that or that cactus. Yep, we're just easy going here, all right? Easy going. Well, at some point I lost a cow, like way back in the desert, and then or something, or before that, I don't even remember. I lost a cow at some point, and then I found another cow over there somewhere, and yeah, it was just the one cow, and now we have 3 cows over here, so that's cool. We have, you know, our cows. That situation sort of so loud I can't hear anything over the cows. All right, just get y'all in here. Oh, so there we go. Okay, this is probably going to be easier than the sheep, just because, you know, there's not 48 of you guys. And then we'll go ahead and breed 2 of you. Oh, okay, now we have 4 of each, and still got to get more dyes for these guys. Really hard to tell the yellow and the orange apart, but I don't care. They still look better than they do now. So, okay, what now? I don't even know. I don't even know what now. But we do, actually, I do know what. We need lime dye, like ASAP. And I don't know. We need to wait for, actually, I know where we can get a skeleton. We can just go down into the cave. Just go down to the cave and get a skeleton real quick. Just need 1 skeleton. And if we're lucky, we might even find a bit of lapis down here somewhere. You know, honestly, I've been trying to keep like mining and cave footage out of videos because I really do think those videos don't do as well. And I mean, it's not even that I feel like they genuinely just don't do as well, but I think as long as as long as I don't put a cave on the thumbnail, I think it'll be all right. But I don't know. I try to keep it out because I think, you know, if a video doesn't perform as well, that definitely means that people aren't watching it. So I don't know. We'll just I don't know. I'll keep the cave to a minimum. I just need to find a skeleton. I hear a skeleton. Oh, and I see a skeleton. Come here. I'm right here. Come. Look at me. I'm right here. Did you drop a bone? What is that? That is a bone. Give me that. Yes. Okay. Now maybe if we're lucky, we can find lapis while we're down. Oh, we can find lapis too. Drop a bone, please. Thank you. Now we're looking for lapis. Oh. Well, that's cool. Found a mine shaft. Whoa. Yeah, I've definitely been in this mine shaft before. That's probably why I was over here, is because I was mining through a mine shaft. So, well, I have a habit of mining lapis, so there's probably not any lapis inside the mine shaft. I'm probably going to get really lost in this cave, but it doesn't matter. It was worth it. Achievement get diamonds. Yes, sir. 5 diamonds. We are going to the nether, boys. We are going to the nether. Eventually. Again, eventually we are going to the nether. Whoa. Oh, but look at that. Okay, hold on. Okay. I might actually be so intelligent, dude. Holy. I wanted coal. Found lapis. Man. I'm so good at this game. Wow, I'm the best Minecraft player ever. Well, there's our blue. And with all of the... what is it? The bones we've gotten, that'll be more than enough for, you know, like light blue when we combine it with bone meal and all that. So that should be all the sheep color as well. So we actually just knocked out like a lot of things with this one little mining trip here. Now the only thing is we have to get back to the base, which was somewhere this way. So I'm gonna run around for a bit and probably get very lost, but I will find my way back to the base somehow. Is this the way? This is the way out. Holy, okay. Whoa, got a little hectic there for a second. That's okay. We found more than enough goodies. Whew, okay, well, that was a good mining trip. Let's figure out, was that always there? I don't know. I'm just gonna assume it's always there. We're not worried about mushroom spread anymore. Okay. And a tree grew over there. I just saw that happen. Wowie zowie. That was fun. Okay. Let's get to dying here. First of all, blue and light blue, and I guess we need to probably also make purple. And we need just one of these, and then we're gonna make a pink as well. Just realized we need a pink, and then with that we can make purple, and then with one of each of these we can make magenta. I bet you don't remember the magenta recipe like I do, because I'm just awesome like that. And let's see, so we got 2 whites, so you can be purple, and then you can be magenta, and we got 2 dark grays. That one can be, we already got a pink, right? So wait, no, that's purple. This one will be pink. Pink looks kind of funky. There we go. Okay, so now we need to breed a couple more of you. Let's see, we don't need magenta anymore. We don't need... That's it. So now we also need to get light blue, which you will be light blue. And then we can throw you out, and then magenta can get thrown out. And then I don't know what else we need, but we have a ton of bone meal, so we can just kind of breed the rest of them. Man. One tick bone meal. Oh, I miss you. I miss you as a feature. Come back to us. My favorite aspect of the game. I mean, it's not really my favorite aspect, but it might as well be. I love one tick bone meal. And I think I only need 2 more sheep here. Breed both of you, and we'll breed you 2. And then the 2 babies, you will be lime green. Where's the other baby? There he is. Come here. You'll be blue. And I think that's all the colors except for brown. No, we need black too, huh? Yes, we need a black as well. So let's go ahead and get another baby. And we will make... Do we have the ink sacs? Did I put the ink sacs in the thing? I better have. I know I have ink sacs. I'm gonna assume I put them in here at some point. Just don't remember it. Yes, I did. And that'll be the last one we need is that black sheep, besides brown. But brown, we're not worried about brown. We're not building a tabernacle again, so we don't need to worry about brown. Okay, beautiful. We have every color of the rainbow in there. And now we can start working on the base proper, which I think we have to do a little bit of renovation before we do that. So let's give me my chicken, start cooking these pork chops, dump some of this random stuff out, and I'm going to be doing a bit of digging. Question is where do we want to build this thing? I think what we'll do is we'll shave this back a little bit, and we will build it kind of right over here in this area. And it doesn't need to be this big, but I kind of want this big flat area for it. And we'll probably also tear down this little shack right here as well. So hopefully none of y'all got to attach that thing. I know I didn't. It was terrible living in it. So, but we are going to tear that one down just so we have a little bit extra space to work with. But this is going to be where the main kind of base is going to go. And we're also going to build a few other tiny things. I just don't know. Well, actually, I do know one of them. Although that might be kind of the last thing we build is that thing once we get there. But for now, we're going to worry about getting the actual base proper set up. Now, I'm trying to remember how big this needs to be. I don't actually remember. I mean, I know, like, the general idea. I just don't know. Here's what will help me out, all right? If I go ahead and dig this out, I'm sure you can already see where the, like, you can't really tell right now, but I'm sure you can already see where this is. You're going to see where this is going pretty quick, okay? All right, we got our creeper face here. And then this is where the green goes, is right here. So this is where the wood will start. And then the wall would go like this. Yes. That's how this layout will look. So we need to have kind of 2 blocks out from each of the edges of the face here. Let's see, green, then wood and wood. That. And wood. Boom. Something like that. And now we can just kind of, you know, build this in. And we will worry about where the door and all that will go here in a minute. But right now, we just need to get the general foundation down. And this thing is going to be a very ugly house. This is going to be a very not beautiful house by any means. A very something, you know, 5-year-old me would build. Maybe a bit older, probably like more like 9-year-old me would build. It's kind of going on here. So it's not going to be an extravagant build by any means. Yep, definitely going to need more wood. Gonna assume I don't have any more in here. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. Well then, do I have saplings? I do have saplings. And I have bone meal in here too. It's somewhere. Yep, there we go. And okay, I guess we're growing trees then. Favorite. My favorite. Oh, yes. Actually, give me the big trees. The big trees are kind of useful because I need just a ton of wood. Now we have plenty of wood to use. We'll just go ahead and fill in the rest of this. And as I was kind of, because I let some more trees grow beyond just the bone meal stuff, but I've been slowly shearing the sheep, and this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. We're going to need a lot of wool for this. That's okay. You know, we got time. What do I got to do? Right? What do I got to do? But, you know, honestly, thinking about it, I probably should have just made a lot more black sheep and a lot more lime sheep instead of just having, you know, like the you were about to regrow your wool, but then I'm guessing a sheep pushed you off of the block. I don't know. This is going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit. No reason for you to be eating either, sir. Might just have to re-dye some. Yeah, I'm just going to re-dye some of the ones that aren't as hard to get, which honestly is most of them. So, okay. Everything but the grays, I guess, will kind of re-dye. So, boom, boom. I guess I also need lime, which can smelt the cactus, but we don't have any bone meal, do we? I used all my bone meal. Well, guess we're going back down into that cave. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just kill skeletons. And plus, that'll also let some of those other guys kind of regrow some of their wool. So, yeah, this will be all right. Well, got more bones. Got more lime dye. Let's go ahead and just kind of dye most of these guys here, except for the red, or except for the red and grays. Go ahead and dye those. So the rest of these we can kind of get back to normal. Now we need like 40-ish lime dye and about 20-ish black dye. We only need 2 red dye, so give me 2 right now. That's perfect. 3 is more than fine. So this is going to take a little bit, just because the sheep need to regrow their wool. All right, that's called strategizing. I just like increase the rate of which I just got wool from that one sheep just by like a ridiculous amount. So probably best I just run back and forth, right? Just kind of let them do their thing. But we need red wool because obviously the creeper needs his red pupils. Okay, I could have sworn red wool was a lot more vibrant than that, but that's okay. I don't know. Is it always that dull? I don't know. It just feels okay. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. All right. Carpet is installed. And what now? Windows. That's what it is. Windows. We need windows. Okay. So because we're basing this off my original house, we definitely are going to be going pretty much all the way around with glass, which means we're definitely going to need more glass. That's okay. Actually, will we need more glass? We might have just enough. Brah. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, that's fine. That's fine. We actually don't need glass here because there's this other thing that I would always build in the front that looked horrible, but this is something that we will have to build here in a second. But, okay. That's done. Now we can go around again with wood. And pretty much we're just going to put another 2 layers of wood, and then we're going to put the roof on. And that's like the general layout of the house completed. Then we just need to kind of decorate the inside of it and then build this little outside piece that I kind of put in there in the front. and doors, of course. We need our doors. But yeah, we're basically done with this thing for the most part. There are a couple, you know, little things we got to put in here. We got to put our chests and crafting tables and stuff in here. But yeah, we're almost done with this house, which is kind of crazy. The hardest part was getting the wool for the creeper phase, honestly. You, this is pretty much the extent of what I would build in a Minecraft world, is I would always kind of do this stuff. And honestly, you know, something about me, I kind of mentioned it before, is I would always, you know, delete my worlds if I got lost or died somehow. Even while playing in peaceful mode, I would just kind of delete the worlds. One thing I would always do is build like the same house just every single time. And I don't really know why I would do that. It was just kind of something that I would always do, is just kind of rebuild the same house. And you're basically looking at that house right now. Just every single survival world when I was young would get this house. And man, I am misplacing wood like it is nobody's business right now. Oh my God. Did it again. Okay. Again. Oh my God. Did it again. But yeah, this is the extent of what I would build in a normal kind of survival world growing up. And yeah, this is it. This is the game. Or not, this is the game. This is the house. Think about the Yogg's cast while I do this. This is the game where they were just sitting inside of their little hole. And I guess once it becomes nighttime, we'll kind of add more, what's it called? Torches in there just to see where torches need to go. But yeah, that's pretty much the house is that. It looks absolutely lovely. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this. Let's grab our furnace and our bed, and we'll go ahead and move all this stuff in here. Question is, where do we want it? Well, the bed's gonna go right here, and we will create another bed that will go and you know, next to it and give us the double bed. Let's see, let's go ahead and put our furnace down. Then let's build, we need 2 doors for the front. And okay. And now we also definitely need chests, because good Lord, we are running out of storage. It'll be so nice to have a chest to put all this stuff in. Ooh, okay. Got our chest. Let's just put our chests like over here, I guess. And let's just dump everything in here. We're not organizing this, okay? We are not here long enough to warrant organizing all of this stuff that I'm throwing in here, okay? And let's also clear out this chest, and we can use that wool to make even another bed for us. That'll be great. Nice second bed. My chest back. We also got to finish this part. Okay, let's do that real quick too. We put everything back in here. And another chest if we need it. Get the wood out, and we have the wool still in our inventory. That's good. Let's see how much wool we have left over. This leave the, what's it called, this little part open right now. I don't know why I would do this, and I remember doing this a lot. But now I need 16 snow. I don't know what, like, I genuinely don't know why I would do this. It was just kind of something that I would, you know, do. And of course, my shovel breaks. That's awesome. Ugliest thing ever, and I did it even in peaceful mode, so it didn't even serve any purpose whatsoever. We're gonna need these two. I'm sure you can probably already generally tell what I'm doing with this, considering I have snowballs and pumpkins. But we're just gonna go ahead and do this. I guess we're gonna have to get on top, huh? Okay, put that there, that there. Then we'll cover these with, there we go. Oh, I don't know why I would do this. I would always put snowmen in front of my house. I like learned that they would shoot at mobs at some point, and then I decided to put them in front as like a safety feature. They don't serve any purpose, obviously. They really suck at being a home safety feature, but they are on our house. And wow, that takes me back. I kind of like, I don't know why, like I randomly remembered I did that. It's so weird. Oh my god. Okay. Well, no more dilly-dallying. Let's go ahead and craft another bed to sleep in. So we have 2 beds in this house. And let's also, you know what? We're gonna make go ahead and make a pickaxe out of diamond and a shovel out of diamond. Not a sword. We don't need a diamond sword, but I do need a sword. Where did I get that bow from? I don't remember where I got that bow from. Maybe a skeleton. I have 2 bows. I don't think I crafted those. I must have gotten those from skeletons at some point. Don't remember crafting those. But now I'm actually going to wait for nighttime for now. And then once it hits night, which won't be too much longer, I'll see what all we still need to light up in here. And then the last thing I need to do, which I'll kind of explain it once we get there, we'll do once I find some clay. And I think also I might as well make a axe and tear down the old house too, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I don't think we need any more torches in here, right? Yeah, this looks pretty well lit. Nice. Okay, cool. And there are no mobs out there. There's some. Wow. Okay, well, let's sleep. And I guess now we're off to go find some clay. And when I say some, I mean quite a bit, actually. So this could be a little while. I guess I'll come back when I find some. Well, I ran around for quite a long time, and I got a lot of clay. Now we're going to smelt all of this into bricks. It's going to take a long time, but it's okay. I also kind of mined a lot of exposed coal while I was out there. And I did find basically 2 stacks, but a stack and a half is split up amongst these furnaces here. But yeah, I'll come back once this brick is smelted, and guess we'll make a few more minor adjustments, and that's actually about it for the base. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Oh wait, there's actually one other thing we could do if we have enough iron for it. Very expensive thing. There is enough iron, just barely, but there is enough. And this was also something I used to do a lot. I would always put an iron golem in my house. I don't know why. Look at them. We have iron golems now, which means we definitely have villagers, but I think iron golems were added in this version. I don't know. It was just kind of a thing I did. I just always put an iron golem in the house because I was like, yeah, now this actually does kind of operate as actual, you know, home defense. But yeah, I would always have an iron golem in my house as well when I was younger. So I don't know. I'll come back once that brick's smelted, and then we'll kind of work on a few last minute things, kind of get this show on the road here. I don't really know if there's much more to do after we smelt the brick. So yeah, let's go ahead and let this smelt up. Okay, so we have 16 stacks of brick here with another 24 clay to kind of live on. Probably way more than we need, but we're going to be doing 2 things with the brick. We also kind of need to go to the nether just for like a couple blocks of netherrack, but for starters, let's go ahead and make a fireplace. I would always make a fireplace. I don't know. This is another one of those things that was just kind of like I would always do because I thought it would be cool. So I think something like this, right? Oh my god, bricks actually mine kind of fast now, so that's cool. Oh my god, I forgot to put an iron golem in this house. If we just kind of, yeah, You don't need to go out there, buddy. All right. Let's see here. So we want it to be kind of lined up like that, right? And then the bricks will go here. So I guess we accidentally broke one more thing than I should have. And then the nether rack will go right here. So that means the back end going to be like this. And trying to think about how this will go. Hopefully this won't, I don't think this will burn the whole house down. Because I don't think it will. Emphasis on I don't think, because I really don't think all that often. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't. Okay, let's see. So we'll go ahead and kind of make our chimney sort of thing going on here. It's probably gonna look really terrible, but that's okay. We love ugly additions to the house, and actually that doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. So we have that, and now we can place that back. And do we still have sand at all? Yeah, we have 2 sand. Perfect. I made a bunch of charcoal and a bunch of food while I was smelting all that stuff, but okay, we just need 1 piece of glass. And I guess we're gonna be making our way over to the underground once again to get some obsidian. I'm only going to get 10 pieces of obsidian. I'm not making a full 14. Another portal takes way too long to mine obsidian, so I just need 1 flint. And I guess I'll just come back once I have my obsidian. So I will see you guys in a second again. And I think the nether portal, it's gonna go over here. Well, no, we'll put it right here. Put it kind of over here. All right, we'll put it right there. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. And I guess I put the flint and steel back in the house. That's kind of cool. Okay, slightly annoying, just a little. It's okay. It's not that big a deal. Just run right here. Okay, and now we just need 2 blocks of what is it? The 2 blocks of that there. I don't know what it's called. The nether rack. We got an achievement for going to the nether. All right, we just got to get in and out. We're not staying here. we gotta leave. We gotta leave right away, bro. Okay, before mobs could even spawn, we were in and out. Okay. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get this installed. And I think I'm just going to watch it for a second and make sure the fire doesn't spread. So I'll be back when that hopefully hasn't. Actually, you know what? We're just going to let it go. And then we'll just kind of keep an eye on it. I don't think it'll spread. Right? Oh my goodness gracious. Brother. Of course it's going to spread to the blocks up here, right? Of course. Because why wouldn't it? Okay, I guess we got to do a little bit of adjusting here with the brick. Is this good? Not going to spread no more? What is that? Oh my god, is there something else on fire? There's something else on fire. What in the world? Okay, we're doing this again. Just like we did in the survival island. Jesus Christ. Guess all this got to be brick too, huh? I suppose I could probably mirror it on the inside, make it look a little bit better. I love fire mechanics in this game, man. It's just wonderful, are they not? Let's do this. Looks horrible, but that's okay. We got our fireplace in the house. And honestly, this house isn't really supposed to be anything, you know, super beautiful, but now we can do the next thing that I used to always do. And I just realized we're going to need a little bit more sand. But I used to always, I had like a little brick, just like shack for some reason. And it wasn't anything like impressive. It was just like a little like 5x5 sort of brick shack that I had for some reason, who knows what. And I don't really, like I said, I don't really know what the reason for it was. I just kind of had it. And it had a few windows. It had a furnace in it, you know, but it was completely out of brick. And I definitely remember making it because I was like, wow, this brick stuff, I don't know what I want to do with it besides the fireplace. And then there's no more fire. Okay. And and I just kind of had it. So that's why I got so much brick, was because I was like, you know, I used to build this like brick thing that was there too, and it didn't really serve any purpose beyond being a brick house. Like literally a cube of brick that I lived inside. And that's pretty much it, just like that. And now we could place the one torch that would go in here. We'll put two. And let's see, we need a crafting table in here. And then we'll build a little chest. I'm not really sure if this is 100% lore accurate to the brick house, but it's gonna be. But I just remember making it, and we need glass as well. There were definitely some windows on it, but I don't know. I just remember making it, having it for some reason. Man, that looks terrible. Need wool for a bed. The times were so desperate, I was using wood to smelt things. I think I was using that to smelt charcoal. That's what it was. I smelted charcoal and then used charcoal to make a lot more charcoal. You know, the classic move. That if you don't do that, that's what you should do. If you're really down on coal, just make like one piece of charcoal and then smelt like a ton of logs into more charcoal. I think people always forget about charcoal, but charcoal's kind of goated actually, especially, you know, if you don't want to mine. It's very goated. But we will mine enough of this to make one furnace for the brick house. And I think that's about it for the brick. Oh, wait, we need sand too. Great, we need glass. Forgot about that. Hold on, I'm gonna go get sand. We actually need quite a bit of sand, I just realized, because there are a couple other small additions we got to make. But nothing too crazy. And I think actually after those small additions, that'll be it for our original base. And you know, when I grew up, I never really built like crazy things. I always just kind of, I spent a lot of time just kind of doing random activities, I guess. I just kind of kept myself busy and that was about it. I did a lot of time mining. That was the big thing. It was a lot of mining. I don't know. I just really like mining. I still like mining a lot. That's still probably my favorite part about Minecraft, is just going into caves and, you know, digging up ores and such, because it's literally in the name, you know, you kind of have to mine in Minecraft, right? If you're not mining, you ain't crafting. Come on, man. Well, now we can do the sort of last minute adjustments here. For one, we're gonna make a sugarcane farm. So this will go right here, and that's right. So this will go right, part will go right here. We're gonna build pretty much, I don't know why I did this. I would always build this because I heard somewhere that if you put glass over the things that are growing, right, they will grow faster. I heard that somewhere. I don't know where I heard that. That's what's really bugging me, is I don't remember where I heard that, but I know I heard that somewhere, and I really hope someone else also heard that somewhere, because I know for a fact that I heard that somewhere. So would always put glass over it, of course. Put our water in. Just still water from over here. Thank you. And thank you. Then we can dig up all of these, and we should have enough sugarcane for all of this. Should be only be 8. And that'll kind of grow for a while. And I don't have torches. We have plenty of charcoal, so we can make torches in a second. But the other thing is, of course, the pumpkin farm, which I'm trying to think. So if the water is going to go right here, then that means plant goes here, pumpkin will go there on both sides, right? So that means that the wood needs to go like this. I'm really stupid, so I got to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, this will go right here, and this will go right here. And this one doesn't need to be as tall as the sugarcane one. Just kind of something like this. We can connect all of these together. And hopefully we have enough glass for this. I feel like we should have enough glass, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Just gotta be really careful with placing it, I guess. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we'll have more than enough glass. Holy, we'll have more than enough. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, go ahead and place all this glass down. And now we can once again fill this guy up with water. We'll do the... Because you can only... There's a lot of ways to make an infinite water source. There we go. All right, and now we just gotta remove the snow from all of these. And this should be about good. Just like this, perfect. And now, till the dirt and plant the pumpkins. And hopefully these won't take too long to grow. Might have to go get more bone meal. Do we have bone meal in the chest? I don't know. We had a lot, and then I used a lot of it. Not really sure if we have any. Let's check. We do have bone meal. Okay, we do. Okay, well, let's go and bone meal some of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang, I made it 7 long instead of, oh well. Well, we only need, that would be 2 more bones worth of bone meal, so I'll go more skeletons, I guess. Because I want everything to look good. So, I'll be right back. This pumpkin patch is complete. And now we just need a few torches. Just kind of grow everything, make it look nice. Oh my goodness. Oh well. That's unfortunate. See, now we just need some torches to kind of fill up everything over there. And I think 12 will be enough. Kind of do... Okay, hold on. How are we going to do the torches for that one? I'm not sure. Actually, this is going to use 8 of them, right? Yeah, so I need, of course, 1 more. We could do something like this, right? Just do something like that. I think that would still light them up enough to kind of grow everything, right? I don't see why it wouldn't. Where did I put that charcoal? Ah. Here. We can just use 1 more stick charcoal. And see, oh my goodness. And see, this is why charcoal is low-key goated, okay? Because you can use it for things like that. And there we go. Wow. Man. Man, this is something else, all right. This looks so bad over there. Wow. Okay, there are that's pretty much the base. Not really much to say. This is my first base. You know, it was nothing crazy. It was something like this, you know, it was just kind of an area that was had things in it. Definitely had the animal farms. The animal farms were I spent a lot of time breeding animals, like a lot of time. And it probably got to the point where it was like a little bit excessive, where it was just very much like 800 billion animals in one little enclosure, and it was definitely animal abuse. But let's be so for real, right? This is Minecraft. If you don't abuse your animals in Minecraft, then you're honestly playing the game wrong. That's like half the Minecraft experience is just abusing animals. But yeah, this is the base, and after I throw these eggs in here, I'll kind of give a brief rundown of kind of what's going on. We kind of already have seen what's going on, right? It's nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but I kind of wanted to build it. I wanted to just have a quote unquote fresh start back in time. But let's go ahead and give the rundown here, right? So to start out, we have the actual proper house, and yeah, this is probably about what the houses would have looked like back when I was playing the game. Always had a fireplace, always had an iron golem, and definitely would have these stone golems in the front. And like I said, I'm not really sure if the stone golems were a good addition, just because they don't do anything. On top of that, the iron golem, is it really necessary to have an iron golem defending your house inside? Like, what mobs are going to get in here, right? Fireplace always was a fireplace. There was always a fireplace, either made out of brick or cobblestone. I would do brick if I could, but sometimes cobblestone was necessary just because clay was still semi hard to find. Of course, probably the most defining feature of the whole house is always the creeper carpet, and I would always put the red eyes in the carpet as well. And I'm not really sure why I did that. I just honestly thinking about it, it's probably because of the like revenge music video that I would do that. So that's kind of where that comes from. But yeah, always have my creeper carpet in the floor. And honestly, I think just the creeper face in general, that's kind of the Minecraft like thing, is the creeper face. I'm coming out to the farms. Like I kind of said, I would always build farms with these sort of glass roofs over them, because at some point somewhere I had heard, along with torches keeping them lit so that they keep growing even in the dark, that glass makes things grow faster. And I'm looking at this right now. The glass isn't even over the sugarcane, so we have to fix that. That is incredible. That is an absolute certified Slappy Burger moment. Wow. Doing that wrong too. But yeah, I would always put glass over the crops, because like I said, at some point I had heard that makes it grow faster, and I really hope someone else had heard that too, because I know me and my friends that would play the game had heard it, and we all just kind of like unanimously agreed that that was like a thing. If we had found melon seeds, I would have put melon farm too, but we didn't. I loved watermelon for some reason. Like, finding watermelon just felt so satisfying to me when I was younger. Nowadays, it's pretty easy to get melons, but back in the day, the only way you could find them was really just chests and like mine shafts and stuff. So yeah, definitely harder to get then than they are now. And now you can find them in jungles. You can probably trade for them, and just all sorts of stuff. But oh, I never put the furnace in here. Wow, look at that. But yeah, I also had like a brick shack that served zero purpose whatsoever. It was basically the same thing, as the original shack that I had, but instead of it being like wood, it was made out of brick. And I definitely remember making it, because I remember kind of like, I lived in a swamp, and there was a lot of clay around, so I built this brick thing out of brick, and just kind of lived in it for a little bit, but didn't really live much in it, just kind of had it. It's kind of bugging me that I didn't just place it on top of this huge patch of grass instead of snow right here. That's kind of my fault. Of course, nether portal, nothing too crazy about the nether portal. It's the nether. I didn't really spend much time in the nether as a child. I probably honestly just went in there to mine like glowstone and sand. And that was, or soul sand, and that was about it. And kind of the last thing here is, of course, the animal farms. I would usually space them out probably a little bit more, but I'm a little more space efficient now that I'm older and understand how things work. But yeah, definitely would always have big farms, and I would try to breed all the sheep. I need to refix all their wool after I went and you know, made them all green and black, but I don't know. It's definitely weird kind of building like I used to as a kid. I mean, it really is. There's something, I think there's genuinely something more fun about building things like this. It just kind of feels more, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels more fun. Feels more like to the soul, to the point. Maybe it's a nostalgic thing, but there's definitely something about building these builds that are just kind of ugly and more for fun as opposed to they serve a purpose or anything. But that's just me. Anyways, I am going to wrap up this video here. I've been yapping for a little bit. One thing I do want to say is I'm really hoping to get back into my Minecraft groove lately. I've been a little burnt out of Minecraft, not so much burnt out as much as it's been just like I've been playing other games and, you know, mostly The Binding of Isaac, if I'm being so for real, but I've just been playing other things and kind of doing other things. But I do want to get back into the Minecraft groove. I did enjoy doing this, and I kind of feel like I can get back into that Minecraft groove pretty easily in the next few days, at least hopefully. But yeah, it's been a journey, has it not? But there's still more to do. Anyways, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. And if you made it this far, a double thank you. Once again, my name is Slappy Burger, and I hope you have a blessed evening.